Many people are scared of taking a DISC assessment. And why is that? Because they think that DISC assessment will label them. They think that DISC assessment will put them in a box. Now, in this video, what I promise to share with you is to show you how DISC can never define you. It can never define you, and how it actually is designed to help you to grow. What I need you to understand, I want you to understand, is that there is no test, even if it's a 50 million page result, that can tell totally who you are as a human being. There is not one. And so why do leadership consultants, leadership coaches, and big businesses invest in DISC assessments or encourage people to invest in DISC assessment? But I'm going to share with you why that is. You see, by the end of this, you will understand that DISC is really a measuring tool that helps you to see where you are and what your blind spots are, what you can do differently to become more powerful and to lead more effectively with care, compassion, and curiosity. It helps you to see where real development is and what you need to do to take that path. And at the end of the day, I'm also going to show you how you can benefit from our free lunch and learn. Now, at Dellonville Global Associates, we teach behavioral strategy for growth, and DISC is one of the tools that we use. It's a fundamental tool that we use. But we start by telling people that DISC is not here. We do not use DISC to measure you. It is rather simply a lens to understand how you naturally show up in different environments, how you show up in public, how you show up when you are stressed or you are under pressure, how you show up when you're alone, when the real you, how you show up. Understanding this makes you aware of who you are to a large extent and creates the platform for you to start growing from. Now, when I first took my personality or behavioral test, I thought to myself, how can 25 questions define me? The truth is, it can't. 25 questions cannot define me. And that's the point. One DISC report or one DISC assessment can't define you. It can't define me. So then, what's the importance of DISC? Well, DISC isn't a verdict. It is rather a conversation starter. When you understand your style, it helps to start a conversation. When you understand the style of the people you work with, it helps to start a conversation. Like I've said over and over in this video, DISC cannot and should not define you. It shouldn't label you. Let me give you another reason why it's important to understand that DISC cannot label you. Because humans are incredibly complex for any short assessment to capture fully. And you are shaped by genetics, your environment, your experience, mentors, people you've met, places you found yourself. None of that can sum up in 4 letters, DISC. No. None of them. You can't say everything you've done in life can be summed up, but it starts a conversation. It helps you to start a conversation. Let me tell you why I say humans are complex. I'll give you let me think of an example. One text message hits your phone and you see the text message. Maybe you're on a train or you're on the bus, you're coming back from work, or you're going to work, or probably you're stressed out. The way you see or would respond internally to that message in one situation will not necessarily be the same way you would respond when you are in a joyful state, you're happy. In one case, you're stressed. The other case, you are just happy, you're yourself, or you're quiet and you're just gliding through. The same text message, the same person, but your response will differ depending on where you are at the point when the message hits you. Consider this again, that your results can be flexible. They are, in fact, flexible. There are times when, and the reason I say that is because you are flexible. We're all flexible. The results come entirely from the answers that you provide at the point of taking the test or at the point of going through the assessment. And that's why we say, if the result doesn't feel right, you feel free to adjust it. Because this is about self-awareness. It is not strict categorization. So if you have been afraid to do a DISC assessment, this video is for you to say it is not a categorization. And say, when we talk to managers, we also get them to see that, listen, this does not put your team into boxes or your team members into boxes. It simply creates the platform for conversations to start. You see, humans cannot be reduced to a single type. Maybe this person is a D, this person is an S, this person is an I, or this person is a C. No, because we're all unique and we're shaped by countless genetic and environmental processes. And so we cannot say this is the box where this person can be placed in. And the action is more about growth, not definition. So if you're doing a DISC assessment, the focus for your organization or for yourself, the focus should be more about growth. Where are we at the moment? Where do we want to be? What's the gap? And how can this understanding helps us to close that gap gradually? So I encourage you, if you were scared of taking a DISC assessment, I encourage you to take a DISC assessment. But do not think about it as a categorization tool. Look at it as a tool that lays the foundation for top quality conversations. DISC is meant to empower teams, empower people, empower relationships, make us better husbands, wives, partners, friends, and the like. It provides the behavioral insight. It does not provide personality verdict. So I hope this helps you to understand why you might really want to consider taking a DISC assessment. So let me recap. DISC doesn't label you. It doesn't define your identity. It rather helps you to understand your natural behavioral tendencies so that you can build better relationships, work more effectively, and grow with intention. What I would encourage you to do here is, if you'd like your team to benefit from a better understanding of what DISC is, we're giving out a free lunch and learn. By lunch and learn, we mean it's your lunch time. It could be your lunch time. It could be any time within the day or during work time. You could say 1 hour. Come and talk to us about this. You don't have to do a personality test. All we just are saying is spread the message to say, get people to understand that this can help them to solve communication problems before those communication problems become performance problems and they cost the company money. Remember, people join companies, but they leave managers. The managers are not aware, the managers are not leading in a way that shows that they are aware. High-performing staff or employees will most likely leave the organization. This is completely free. It's a lunch and learn. It could be at a workplace, it could be virtual, but I really prefer a physical lunch and learn because the interaction, the energy in the room is great. It's beautiful. And we will talk to your staff. We will walk your staff through how DISC really works and how it can transform communication and collaboration. This makes sense to you? Please follow, like, apply what you've learned. Make sure you share with other people so that we keep spreading the news of how we can become better communicators and better collaborators.